sweet, huh?
Super sweet. Super excited.
Did I do okay?
You did good. You did good. We have so much work ahead of us.
A lot of work.
So much work.
It seems daunting right now, especially
It
after that
does.
2-day drive.
And
I'm
then-
so exhausted.
And then seeing all these trees. I don't know if you can see in the background. All these trees that are falling down. That's just extra on top. There's so much that needs to be done.
Over time, that'll be kindling and firewood.
Yeah, that will be. You're my forest, babe.
I'm in the forest. I'm in the forest. Hey girls, either somebody probably wanted to put up a tree stand for hunting, or somebody attempted a tree house in there.
Yep, I saw that. We could use it.
Yeah, like this.
Come on, girls. So we made it, and we are now at the storage unit, and we are all so tired and hungry. And I kind of want to watch some TV. So I'm not looking forward to moving everything into that storage unit.
I gotta press this button to see what happens.
Did it look small?
It does look small.
I'm gonna have to measure that.
I don't know.
It looks smaller than what they said.
I don't feel like everything's gonna fit in that storage unit. Your dad's obviously getting one too, right?
No. That's supposed to fit everything.
Just waking up right now, and look at that beautiful view.
Not flat.
Where's the water? Or the bathroom?
It's very nice.
Like I'm watching it.
Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Can't even see the breath. Oh wait. Barely.
Oh, there's the sneeze. Ah.
Oh my gosh. So beautiful.
You got ice on your shoes.
We made it. All the way to Sandpoint, Arizona. Time to unload again.
Sandpoint, Arizona.
Yeah. Can you tell I'm tired? Oh my gosh.
Round two.
2 days of loading, 2 days of driving. Hopefully, 1 day of unloading. I'm thinking, what if we take these legs and we turn them this way on both sides, and then it'll be
Shorter
it'll
distance.
be shorter.
Yeah, that should work. That's just about covered.
It will. It'll be 7.5 inches shorter. So, or I mean 7 inches shorter.
You'll be able to cut this one off.
Glasses or something?
Ready?
Look how tight in there that's packed. That's pretty good looking.
It looks great, doesn't it?
So stacking everything in here is Tetris. Taking it out is Jenga. So we're hooking up the trailer yet again because we need to go get water, because for the last couple nights we haven't had water or electricity. But we got some gas, so we're gonna be able to run the generators and be able to rinse our hands and things. So that'll be good.
Before it goes down.
Alright, so we just went and filled up the water tanks. That water went right into here. And now we're gonna get the generator set up, and then we're done. Then we can relax.
Oh, there it goes. Woo! We're in business now.
We just want some tea.
All right, we made it to Idaho. We're getting ready to do. What are we getting ready to do?
The first markings of our layout, so we're trying to map out where we're going to have our buildings at and our roads, and just sort of get a feel for the property and where we want stuff.
Yep, so we may be making multiple marks, move things around multiple times, but it's tough because I've only been on the property one time. That's before we bought it. And so I've been working off of Google Images trying to do a site layout. And obviously that's tough to do accurately, so we're just taking some ideas I put on paper and trying to actually map it out on the land here, see if it's actually going to work out. And if we got to change the plan, we got to change it, or if we just got to tweak it a little bit, we will. But right now we're just going to start laying out some ideas we had and see how it works. It's pretty exciting. So this is the first, if you want to call it work, first bit of work we're going to be doing on our property. Exciting.
Yep, we're ready for it. So.
First mark on the property. So this is obviously just going to be a rough layout, but hopefully, you know, we're thinking that would be the front of the shop / apartment. So our plan actually is to build a large shop here. We'll build an apartment in the front of it. So this would be the front of the apartment, and that would be your view of the front. It was like 100 feet from the back of the shop to not the fence, but kind of like the tree line where the branches kind of hang out. So 100 feet ain't too bad. And then from this corner to that tree line was like 75-ish. So that worked out pretty well. And then this far corner over here, the side that would be to the house, ended up being that right here. I was thinking somewhere around 40 or so feet between the shop and the house.
Yeah.
And see what it looks like, what we think about it. Well, that would work out pretty well because we would have somewhat of a flat surface here if we did want to put our greenhouse on the side.
Yeah.
And that would end up where our garage would be over there, and then our house would extend out where the chair is sitting on that hill. So essentially use the shape of the topography of the lot here to our advantage on these high spots, and just level them out, level this hilltop out, level that one out. And it's nice because all the rain and snow will drain down the driveway, drain off the wall, and have proper drainage away from the house.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of wanting to put the garden down over here. That way it drained into the garden area.
Well, the only thing I'm worried about is, you know, I'm not a gardener, I don't know anything about it yet, but is it going to get too wet down there?
Yeah. I don't know. That's why I was trying to look at the plants and vegetation over there to see if it looked more like marshy-like. You know what I mean?
We may want to talk with the nursery around here to see if it gets too wet, or you would rather have your garden on a hill, elevated, or in a low spot, because I think it might get too wet in the low spot. I almost think we may need to do it on the hill beside the house. So have, you know, as long as you make proper drainage, have the barn and the lower area kind of where the truck and camper are.
Yeah.
And then maybe, you know,
yeah, it's kind of
a garden up on the hill somewhere over there.
More closer into that direction. Oh, look at the deer.
Oh, sweet.
I was wondering when we'd see some.
Whitetail.
Oh, look at that fluffy tail.
See them waving their flag?
That's such a fluffy tail.
They're fast.
Yeah, super fast.
That's cool.
It's like they're just playing.
How do you like that, YouTube?
We liked it. Cool. Look at their tail is so fluffy. That's impressive.
It's their warning mechanism.
I surrender.
Seriously, when they raise their tail whenever they're spooked.
Oh, really?
Something, if there's danger,
Oh.
lets all the other deer know. They raise their tail and they run.
Oh, so they're scared. Because they look like they were playing, but it's their normal state, huh?
All right. Well, I guess we can go from here and start laying out kind of where the house is. The only thing is, do we lay off the plan I made?
I feel like we should lay off the plan that you made. I still think it's a good plan.
And just see what it looks like?
We could just see what it looks like. So we had a plan all set up that Forrest had designed on the software that he made, or not made, I'm sorry, purchased, but he made the floor plan on there. And it's a really cool looking design, but then once we got here we thought, should we do a 2-story? That way we get a smaller footprint and maybe get some more views. But then after standing up on the U-Haul, at.
Decision for one story or two? What
One
do you
or
think, YouTube?
One or two. So this is the view with the 2-story. Alright, and this is the 1-story view. We're not sure how much better views we'd actually get anyways.
You know what I think we're gonna have to do so we can properly lay. I'm pretty confident about where the shop's gonna lay out right now. Maybe it could fudge a little bit, but I'm thinking we may want to stake the corners and try to get them square. That way we have something to pull off of going out toward the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm just kind of eyeballing. I mean, we could eyeball it for now, but I need a visual because I can't tell where the corner is laid out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and stake it right now. I'll see why not.
Alrighty.
I think that'd help me too. Like that'd just help us get a feel for it.
You know what we should have bought while we were there?
What?
A mason line.
What's that?
String.
Oh. Yeah.
Because we're gonna need a string between the T-posts so I can pull a dimension off of a reference line, like off of the, keep it square with like the tree line or the road.
Yeah.
And then I can square up the house off the shop. I'm gonna need a string.
Okay.
We might be able to pull off the fence line just for no reference for now. Yeah, if you want to hold it like on the barbed wire or on this post.
Okay.
You're gonna need to be lined up with that T-post though.
Oh.
Like right here.
Okay. Can we just push this back and then I'll hold it from here? That works.
You can walk.
Okay.
Not very straight at all. I should have had you stay over there and move it over. It needs to move over like 3 feet.
Okay, well I can go do it.
Do you trust me with this?
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit more, like another foot. That's probably close enough.
It's like, what am I doing with all this slack?
I was just gonna have you pull it through the fence line over there and not reel it up.
Oh, I see.
But I realized we need to pull first. Where's my thing at? I left it over there.
Is this gonna be the garage?
Yep. Yeah, take note because if you're gonna build your tree fort, there's some stuff you're gonna need to know. I think you're gonna be a good little builder. So, what your dad did is because the road's not level and you couldn't map out how to make it a perfect rectangle versus like a diamond, so he used math to figure out the distance between right here, Sequoia. He used it to figure out from here to that post over there. He used math to make sure that it was a perfect square.
Yeah.
So you'll be learning that math pretty soon, huh?
That does not look square.
No, it doesn't.
It's like a rectangle.
Did I measure that one wrong? What did I do? One of you girls grab that, run it to that. think it's the hill, the way the hill's rolling across like this. It's making it look not square. Gosh, that looks. What the crap is going on?
It's an optical illusion. Are we on a vortex? Give me my coffee too.
It's alright. It's your cup. For sure, it's your cup. But it's our coffee.
Okay.
So we got 3 corners laid out. We're starting to do the 4th one, and it visually it looked off square. But the thing is the corners of our property is all relative to what square is. So what we realized is we started and we've squared up the side of our garage, kind of with the tree line over here. But after we got started, you know, almost done with the shop, what we realized is, and we should have thought of this before, because it's the most important thing, is how the front is going to lay out for our views. And we're looking at it, and the building feels like squaring off visually off the tree line, that it's kicked with this corner over here too far out, and almost like we're facing into that corner. Very, very slightly, of course, I exaggerated. But so what we're going to do now is, instead of doing it off the tree line, we're going to try to square it off of the front of the property and the views. So we're going to leave this corner where it's at, and we're going to pull that corner back to the back of the property just a bit to maximize the feel of, you know, like the look that we get to the views in the mountains, and then square off of these two, moving back. When you stand here though, it looks like it's kicked back that way. When you stand over there, it feels like it needs to go that way. But really, you just gotta imagine yourself sitting in your living room, and the view you're gonna have with the angle of your house and the property. So that's what we're gonna do. Why are you filming this so some concrete guy's gonna laugh at me? I don't know how I'm doing this.
Maybe somebody will comment with some pointers.
It's hot out here in Northern Arizona.
Idaho. This is not Arizona
Obviously, I
at
haven't
all.
been here though.
Didn't you do that earlier too?
Yeah, I said it here in, what did I say? Tucson, Idaho, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I think we got it on film.
No, I think you did it when we were in North 40, didn't you?
No, I think we did it on the video. Alright, well, let's do the house.
Okay.
Is that filming?
Yeah, it is filming.
So we finally kind of, I think, finished staking out the shop. We've been going back and forth because we strung a reference line across the front shop. Just gave us ourselves a reference line for the angle the house is going to sit as well. And we've been going back and forth, but we finally got the shop laid out and square, and now we're going to work on the house.
I think like after just being on the property and soaking it all in and really thinking about it, we went ahead and decided not to go with the original house plan just because we like the view so much, and it makes more sense to maximize those views and have a 2-story versus putting our master, obstructing one of the views from the main living area of the kitchen, dining, living room. So I think it makes more sense to build up and then have a smaller footprint as well. So I think that's what we've decided we have to do. But yeah, so we're gonna stake out the house.
We're going to figure out where we want the corner of the house. But it's actually going to be, that string is going to be the front of the porch. It's actually not going to be the front of your house. So for example, let's say we say this is going to be the end of the corner point of our house. This would actually be the front of the porch. The house would actually be like back the width of the porch. So if we do 7 or 8 or 10 foot porch, it would be back here. So this would be the front of the house, that'd be the front of the porch, and the front of the porch will line up with the front of the shop. Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
And that is just pulled out there so that we have a straight line to work off of. Does that make sense now? So what we're trying to figure out is where do we want our house along our reference line?